Hello everyone, we're Destination Vegas, baby. We're in the heart of the Las Vegas Strip. We're going to stay at the Horseshoe Hotel Resort this weekend. We're going to give you a review, talk about the room, the restaurants, bars, and the casino. Everything you need to know to see if you want to stay at the Horseshoe as well. Please stay tuned for a special history of the Horseshoe section at the end of this video. This is the view from the valet area in front of the Horseshoe Hotel. It looks very peaceful, doesn't it? The truth is, it can be an absolute nightmare to get here. Why? Well, first, there's always construction on the corner of Flamingo and Las Vegas Boulevard in the area of the Bazaar shops. Currently, it is for the Bottled Blonde. Second, across the street, there's preparation for the F1 race in front of the Bellagio fountains. A tip from this local Uber driver: take Audrey Street back behind the Paris Hotel. If you're parking your car, Paris and Horseshoe share a garage, so you can take Audrey to the Paris Street and enter the garage right there. If you're going to the Horseshoe Valet, take Audrey around the back and follow it right to the valet area. Start your trip without the frustration of that terrible traffic. But always plan for that when you're mapping out your excursions. Okay, the car is off to valet. Let's head on in. So the first thing we notice is a very nice check-in area. There's plenty of staff. There is a Diamond/7 Stars VIP check-in area, and if you do have to wait for a room, there's a pretty elegant lobby bar just a few steps away. On the way to the room now, I always like to check the view when we get off of the elevator. And it's oftentimes the best view, and in this case we get to see the wonderful Sphere. Okay, onto the room now. You can see it's actually quite comfortable, and it's pretty newly renovated. The carpet's clean, the beds are nice and neat and comfortable. In this room there's a refrigerator, which is a great addition, but not expected for the average room. There's a small little sitting area, and I have to say, not the best quality or the biggest TV.
And here's the bathroom area. So nice vanity area, I like that. Standard restroom, bathroom, where we've got a shower, no tub.
Here's our view. I have to admit, not that great. We're actually looking out onto the roof of the casino. You do see the Paris Hotel. We did make a trade with our host to get a room that was actually upgraded in size and amenities, but it did not have a strip or a sphere view. Sometimes you have to make those choices, and we did. Here we are at the Horseshoe Hotel in Las Vegas. What do we think?
I like the size of the room. It's really nice. The casino is great. I like the location. The machines are pretty good. They do have more new ones than I expected. They don't have all of the new ones, but more than, where were we before? Flamingo, right?
Flamingo, yes. Flamingo,
so they definitely have more newer games than Flamingo does.
And the room is comfortable?
It is, and it's really quiet.
It's very quiet.
A lot of times we'll get rooms and there'll be some kind of club that we can hear until like 4 a.m. And so I appreciate the quiet.
It is quiet. The decor is maybe a little bit dated, but
yeah,
it's comfortable.
It's fine. It wasn't nearly as offensive as the Flamingo decor was to me, and the beds are extremely comfortable. So overall, this has been a really nice day.
And today, any plans?
We're going to go to T-Mobile Arena.
Casey Musgraves.
Yes, so it should be fun.
Should be slow burn. Okay, let's get going then.
See you later.
Okay, let's take a quick tour of the casino area. As you can see, they have most of the new games. They have a lot of the old games as well. A good mixture. There's plenty of people playing, so the machines get a lot of play. I will say one negative for me is that there are no doors to the strip area. The doors lead to the front, which is off of Flamingo, or you're up to the room area. So I prefer a strip view from the casino. You get up, walk outside, stretch your legs, look at the strip. On a positive note, the Horseshoe has absolutely one of the best wait staffs in Las Vegas. Friendly, efficient, they're fully staffed. Overall, very nice. There's a high limit area. It's kind of cool because it's set off up a set of stairs, but there's nothing very bougie about it. They have a pretty cool assortment of electronic table games, which offers the person who likes lower table minimums an option. Here's a pretty cool new concept. It's a craps game that's a combination of electronic betting and the old style rolling of the dice. The table games run right down the center of the casino, and they actually get quite a bit of play here. One of the main reasons is the minimums are quite reasonable here. The World Series of Poker is played here, and I think as a result they have quite a respectable poker room. There's something you don't see every day, old-fashioned Keno Lounge. The sports book area is lacking to say the least. In fact, there really isn't one. But there are quite a few lounges around with a lot of good viewing TV area where you can catch the game. I would say the casino is very well lit, and that maybe is a problem for me because I don't get a Las Vegas-y feel of a high-class, bougie atmosphere where you're willing to spend your money just to be in Las Vegas. Let's take a look at the nightlife. At the Horseshoe, this boils down to a relatively new bar that is located downstairs in the northeast corner of the building. This is The Lock, and it's the newest speakeasy in Las Vegas. They're ready to challenge your taste buds and reintroduce you to what a true speakeasy feels like. The key to this reserved speakeasy is found only after discovering its hidden entrance. Horseshoe is making a serious attempt at improving and increasing the number of family-oriented activities within the building. These activities take place downstairs. Let's check them out. Okay, let's start with the Dino Safari. Here you're going to feel the thrill of standing next to giant, moving dinosaurs from all over the world. As an aside, when we were there, they were building this pop-up bar. The Twilight Zone Mini Golf is a glow-in-the-dark 18-hole mini golf course surrounded by custom-designed, out-of-this-world props. The arcade at the Horseshoe has more than 90 games. They have the newest, the latest, and greatest, and they have immersive virtual reality games like King Kong and Jurassic Park. Let's move on to shows now. There are some, but the choices aren't that plentiful. First, Potted Potter. It takes on the ultimate challenge of condensing all 7 Harry Potter books into 70 hilarious minutes. Next, Frederick da Silva showcases the powers of his mind in his renowned paranormal show. Next up, BattleBots Destructathon. There are 5 epic battles and there's a spectacular main event. All of the shows mentioned so far are family friendly, but finally we get to X-Rocks. X-Rocks is a combination of burlesque and rock and roll. It's both sexy and edgy. The pool, the blue pool, was temporarily closed, so that eliminates any need for comment there. The Horseshoe does not have a traditional Las Vegas spa, however there is a workout room. Let's move on to restaurants. Again, within the Horseshoe itself, the choices aren't that plentiful. but there are good choices. The Nosh is right off the casino floor, and it's probably best for breakfast. You can get pastries, muffins, coffee, breakfast sandwiches. They also have sandwiches for lunch and some hot dog options as well. Lava Aza has a similar fare to the Nosh. It's right next to the lobby. It has the added advantage of being open late at night, and I can tell you I got a sausage McMuffin there late one night. It was pretty darn good. There's a food hall downstairs. It provides serviceable food, especially I would say for those who are downstairs visiting the arcade or playing the mini golf. Next up, let's take a look at Jack Binion's Steakhouse. This restaurant is named after Jack Binion, the former president of Horseshoe Casino, the original downtown casino. The steakhouse aims to harken back to the good old days and even features prime rib. We have been there a few times. I can tell you the atmosphere is comfortable, if not elegant. The menu choices and the food quality are good, if not great. We have a YouTube video titled Top Las Vegas Steakhouses. Binion is not currently on the list of our top steakhouses. That, of course, is not a knock on Binion's, as we have so many great ones here in Las Vegas. It's just to say that, as far as Las Vegas goes, it's about average. Next up, we actually went to Guy Fieri's Flavor Town for a meal, so let's take a look at that. First, I like to look at the ambiance, and this is definitely a sports, bar, kitchen, restaurant. Now we take a look at the menu. A nice spicy Bloody Mary goes great on football Sunday. Okay, I'm going to try this Bloody Mary. Looks delicious. Really good. Very good.
Is it spicy enough?
Spicy.
Good.
Okay, baby, we got the chicken wings.
Yeah, so we got the spicy buffalo. There's also a Guy's original barbecue, but that's more on the sweet side, and we like it more on the spicy.
Spicy. Okay, and the beautiful looking Caesar salad. So
yeah,
those are our appetizers.
Let's eat.
Okay, so the bill was $150. We had 3 drinks, so that came to $75, and that comes off because they do accept the Caesar's drink coupons, which is a great thing. And so we got 2 buffalo wings and the Caesar salad for $75. Not bad at all. The food was delicious. The atmosphere great. As I had mentioned, the quantity of shows, the quantity of restaurants may be a little bit lacking when you compare to other Las Vegas resorts. Horseshoe is connected to the Paris Hotel via a walkway. Let's explore that. First, we come across Monte Cristo Cigar Bar. I have to admit, it's not my thing, but they sure do seem to be relaxed, enjoying the cigar and watching the game. Walk a few more steps and we come across the Bedford by Martha Stewart. I have to admit, it's not my thing again, but it is an option for those staying at the Horseshoe. Walk a few more steps and we come to Bobby Flay's Burger. I have to admit, we have indulged while staying at the Horseshoe before. Finally, what seems like a pretty popular sushi place, Nobu. We probably still need more things to see, do, eat, and drink, so let's take a few steps outside of the Horseshoe, which leads us to the Grand Bazaar shops. I think we'll probably get very little argument if we say that Blake Shelton's Old Red is probably the star of the Grand Bazaar shops. It is a true honky-tonk in Las Vegas, and yes, you might see the man there himself. A quick word of caution, every time I've ever been or walked by, there's always a line to get in. Here's a list of dining options at the Grand Bazaar shops. We chose to eat lunch at one of our favorites, Dirt Dog. I get the house dog and Cynthia gets the latte dog. Fries are great too. There are other fun bars there, including Fat Tuesday and the really interesting Fuel Bar. The Fuel Bar features an amazing flair bartenders that dazzle with glass tossing and bottle flipping tricks as they create their cocktails. There's a long list of retail shops there as well. This is a partial list. Finally, it seems like since its inception there's always been construction going on at the Grand Bazaar shops. The present is no exception. In a way of recapping, let's start with the positive points of Horseshoe. First, foremost, the central location. The Horseshoe is located right next to the Paris Hotel and across Las Vegas Boulevard from Bellagio, pretty much central zone. Second, we went over the rooms. They were shown to be relatively comfortable and of sufficient size. Although the Horseshoe is not bargain priced, it is somewhere between Luxor and Venetian. And this seems about right. Remember, Las Vegas hotel pricing is extremely volatile. Your actual prices may vary significantly. Finally, the Horseshoe is connected to both the Paris Hotel and the Grand Bazaar shops. This adds quite a bit of options for eating, drinking, having fun, and shopping. Okay, let's review the negative points. First, there's just not enough choices for dining. And that goes the same for entertainment. Let's face it, Horseshoe is comfortable, it's well located, but it's not a posh hotel like Venetian or Caesars. Okay, that gives you a lot to think about in regards to whether you want to stay at the Horseshoe or not. Now, let's go to my favorite section of these videos, and that is covering the history of the Horseshoe Hotel. The Horseshoe Hotel got its start as none other than MGM Grand Hotel and Casino. It opened December 4th, 1973 as a 26-story hotel that contained 2,100 rooms. It was among the world's largest hotels at the time. The original occupiers of the Horseshoe site were both the Three Coins Motel, which opened in the 1960s, and the Bonanza Hotel, which opened in 1967. Both of these hotels were demolished to make way for the new MGM Grand. The MGM Grand, considered luxurious, cost $106 million to build. The MGM Grand Casino consisted of 923 slot machines, a Keno lounge, and even live halal. The resort also had shops, 8 restaurants, 25 bars, and a movie theater. Without question, the largest and most notorious news came in November of 1980, when the MGM Grand was the site of one of the worst high-rise fires in the United States history, in which 85 people died. A quick listen to the nightly news at that time.
Good evening. At least 75 people have died today in a fire in the biggest hotel in Las Vegas. Another 300 were injured. The fire was in the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino, which was built in 1973. About 1,000 people escaped by fleeing to the hotel roof, where they were lifted off by helicopters. A county official said the blaze may have started from a grease fire in the kitchen of a ground floor delicatessen. We have a report from Frank Burkholzer.
The fire began shortly after 7 in the morning and spread throughout the ground floor casino and the famous showroom in a matter of minutes, sending thick black smoke up through the entire 26-story structure. The Grand has more than 2,000 rooms. There were believed to be some 4,500 guests in the hotel. Many of them tried to get fresh air by breaking windows.
In April of 1986, Bally's bought the MGM Grand. The purchase included as well the property in Reno. It was for $550 million. In 1994, Bally's added a moving walkway from Las Vegas Boulevard to the casino. Also about that time, the movie theater that was built with MGM Grand was converted into a very large sports book area. This sports book is now the arcade in case you're looking for it. Bally's sister property, the Paris Hotel, opened in September 1999. It was tightly integrated with the Bally's property via a promenade. In 2005, Harris Entertainment, which would eventually become Caesars Entertainment Corporation, took over control. The Grand Bazaar shops were added in December of 2014. In January 2022, Caesars announced the property would be rebranded the Horseshoe Las Vegas. This was part of a multi-million-dollar renovation project that included exterior renovations, new restaurants, and the revamped casino floor. While the history of the Horseshoe may seem a little bit tame compared to some of our other Las Vegas resorts, no mob activity, no bankruptcies or building demolitions, we can take a look to the entertainment area though and see some unique history there. Sergio Franchi was the first entertainer signed in 1974. Interestingly enough, his frequent co-star was Joan Rivers. Other talent that would appear over the years included the Carpenters, Barry Manilow, Lou Rawls, and eventually Penn Teller made their Las Vegas Strip debut in 1993. The biggest and certainly the longest running show in its history is the Jubilee. The show premiered in 1981. It finally closed in 2016, 35 years later. The initial cost of the Don Arden show, $10 million. The set was the standard for all spectaculars and Las Vegas shows that celebrated female beauty. Here's some things I didn't know about the show prior to doing this research. First, the dressing rooms were in the basement, 2 flights of stairs below the stage. Some of the dancers had to climb over 1,700 stairs in one night. There were over 1,000 costumes that were designed for Jubilee. The feathered headdresses worn by the showgirls weighed up to 35 pounds, and there were between 20 to 2,000 feathers in a single costume. That covers everything that we know and experienced about the Horseshoe. Please like and subscribe. Also, in the comments below, please let us know what you would like to see.